Hello, movie lovers, and welcome to my little review for Stranger. Well, it's not really a movie, but it's based off of Netflix and everything. And what I really love about this show is perfectly well written, perfectly well executed, but not only that, but I also have to say it's a perfect blend of the 80s. It's a perfect throwback to the example. This is what I want to talk about. It reminds me of E.T., Super 8, and put together in one TV show. But it also reminds me of the Goonies because you have three kids who are on an adventure to try and find their best friend Will. Will winds up being taken and everything, and they're trying to find out why is he missing and everything else. So there's a little bit of mystery there as to what. And at the same time, it also has some type of deal with horror as well, and even like a Goonies type of remake or some type of Goonies type of feel to it. I would actually recommend this show for the simple reasons, as I mentioned before, that it's kind of an adventure where these kids are going out trying to find their best friend, trying to figure out thing too. I want to actually get on topic with too is Winona Ryder does a really good job in this TV show because she's on a quest too because she's trying to find her son, trying to find out what's going on with her son. And then all of a sudden, the house, lights start flickering. Next thing you know, she's talking to the lights and she's wondering what's going on with this thing. And lights questions and the light starts flickering and she believes that's her son that's trying to contact her through another universe or some type of realm to where she can actually and then it also hits you in the feels because some people are saying, well, I don't think she's too whiny. What do you expect? She's a mother trying to find her kid. And to me, any mother or whatever would actually understand the fact that she's trying to look for her kid. And I love this show for what it is. I love the things that Netflix are doing, especially with Daredevil. But this actually ends up showing some original. Too, you also have the fact that this is kind of like a Goonies type of thing where they're using elements to E.T. as well as Super 8 and they're fitting it all into one package deal to the point where you can actually enjoy the show. Now, this also friends his name is Dustin, Mike, and Lucas. Now, my favorite one is Dustin because of the fact that yes, he's kind of he's kind of toothless and everything, but his humor is just there, and they're society, they're the outcasts of the school. And this, if you are upon in the past, you can actually relate to these characters. And another thing too is usually whenever they cast geeks and stuff like that in certain shows or movies, that they're geeky or anything. Their personality, well, besides the personality, but the looks. They have the look to say, hey, these kids are geeky or anything. But with this, you can actually tell these kids are really geeky. They're really into the Lord of the Rings. They're underneath their mother's floor. In their basement. And I have to say, I mean, I can actually relate to Magic the Gathering and actually read Lord of the Rings that actually loved fantasy type stuff. And I can actually say that this show is actually pretty good. I would anybody. One of my fans actually of the page actually recommended me go on ahead and check this. I watched the trailer. I was sold on the trailer. This thing is fantastic. It reminds me of Steven Spielberg, and it even reminds me of that Stephen King movie. I forgot what the name of it. Stand By Me. It reminds me of Stand By Me a lot because it's kind of like you're also having an adventure with these three kids. Now, I also like the fact, like I said before, all together. The humor is there. It makes you laugh and everything, and it makes you feel like that you're a part of trying to find out what's going on. Now, there's something else too that's there. Is there portals into this thing? In other words, is this but real world and in their world? And then you also have the corrupted government that's trying to hide stuff from other people in this. And I know it sounds kind of repetitive, but just think to try to hide the fact that there's an alien underneath the thing, kind of like Area 51, and then you have this cop that's trying to investigate them, and then as soon as he tries to get closer to them, they're trying to go on ahead and try and kill him. They're trying to do things to him, pretty much swipe it underneath the bus, pretty much, and I love it. And I can't wait to see what the next 4 episodes are because it's only an 8 series thing. But I would recommend anyone to go ahead and watch this movie, especially if you like 80s music. If you love nostalgia, if you love just the Goonies or the T or anything in that particular thing, because you're going to love this show for what it is. You're going to love the originality with this thing. Even though they use certain elements to incorporate what they're trying to make, you're going to love it. the big Aliens fan. I'm not a big Aliens fan at all, to be honest with you. I know that I'm probably gonna that, but you know, hey, it is what it is. I watched the first Aliens movie. I didn't really care for. I loved the first Aliens movie. Let me get that straight. I didn't like all the other those movies, but the very first Alien movies was very good for a sci-fi based. But this movie brings you back to your childhood, and makes you wanna actually be with these characters. It makes you want to care about these characters, and you know, and then there's also another factor: missing their friend. The sister is actually missing her friend, so it makes you wondering what she's going to end up doing to try and get her friend back. And then you also have Will's brother, trying to find out what's going on too, because he's missing his brother and he winds up. So now they're teaming up to try and find out what's going on with each other and everything, trying to find out what's going on with her friend, and trying to find out what's going on with the brother. And it's very dark. The mystery there, waiting to be solved, and so far it's not letting me down at all. That being said, tell me what you guys think. What do you guys think of Stranger Things? Because I find it fantastic. I find it original. I find it out of a TV show, and Netflix is bringing it non-stop, hitting home runs after home runs with their original ideas and stuff like that for TV. Tell me what you think below. Don't forget to give me the thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Another thing, doing a Batman vs Superman Ultimate Edition review sometime this week. I don't know when that will be up, but I promise. So stay tuned to the channel to find out about that. And until next time, bye bye.